What's up sa inyo mga kababayan, and welcome back to another episode po. Yan, I hope you guys are enjoying your long weekend dito sa Saudi Arabia dahil sa selebrasyon ng 93rd na Saudi National Day at marami sa atin ang mga day off, long weekend. Buti pa kayo, sana all. Pag-usapan natin ang insurance coverage na sinasabi ng DMW. Narinig nyo na ba yan? Gawan ko na to ng video pero since na-open up ng DMW ito at meron sa atin ang mga hindi alam about the insurance coverage, kung sino ang sakop nito, kayo ba, kami ba, pag-usapan natin ang insurance coverage at mamaya ay maririnig ninyo na pwede pala natin magamit itong si PhilHealth. Panoorin natin. Ang programang ito ay hinatid sa inyo ng LBC. Kaya kung meron kayong mga gustong ipadala nyo na gamit ang LBC at may chance pa kayong manalo ng kalahating milyong piso.
Get ready, kabayan! With LBC, panalo sa padala, Middle East. Pwede kang manalo ng 500,000 pesos. Brand new Suzuki Bergman Street Maxi Scooter. Other exciting prizes, saming grand and monthly draws. Simple lang makasali. Just avail any of our LBC holiday offers. You can also get a raffle entry when you send with LBC Kabayani Deal. Sa LBC, panalo ka na sa discounts. Panalo ka pa sa premyo with LBC. Panalo sa padala, Middle East.
At dumako na tayo sa main topic natin mga kababayan. Panoorin natin ang video ng ito, galing to sa SMNI, at maganda yung topic dito napag-usapan ng insurance coverage at alam ko many of us ay walang idea about this. Panoorin natin at kaya ang pwede nating kapulutan sa video na ito.
Para po sa impormasyon na rin ng ating mga OFWs, importante po itong insurance. Ano ba itong insurance coverage na ito? Ito po ay isang polisiya at programa po na isinusulong ng ating departamento at ng ahensya at ng programa at ng gobyerno po para po sa social protection ng ating OFWs. Lahat po ng ating OFWs na dinedeploy sa abroad ay meron pong insurance coverage dapat.
Lahat po meaning lahat. Okay, sino nga ba yan? Sino ba yan? Kasi maraming OFW. Rehires, yung newly hired, agency hire, government to government, at ano pa ba? Basta, yung mga OFW ang pinag-uusapan dito.
Po yan sa provision ng Republic Act 122 na nabanggit po ninyo ko, Yung pong tinatawag nating agency hire. Mandatory po ang pagkuha ng insurance sa kanila at yung premium ay binabayaran ng mga ahensya.
Yung agency pala natin na nagbabayad ng ating insurance coverage. Okay, sounds familiar sa iba, pero para sa iba hindi familiar ito at walang idea.
Libre po ito para sa OFWs.
Libre! Binayaran ng agency, libre para sa OFW. Tingnan natin mamaya kung magkano abutin yan.
Insurance na yan, ang coverage po niyan ay napakaganda dahil kapag may nangyari po sa ating OFW, nasaktan, nasugatan, o nagkaroon ng incapacity o namatay, sila po ay makakatanggap ng mga benefits po. Kapag ko sila po ay mayroong repatriation, kasama rin po yung tinatawag na repatriation cost dapat. Ngayon po, maliban sa agency hire, meron po tayong tinatawag na government hire. Ito po yung G2G ko,
Okay.
Itong G2G natin, kami po ay sumulat.
Alam ko, hindi kasama tong G2G
Doon sa Department of Justice upang liwanagin kung yung bang tinatawag na Foreign Employer Guarantee Fund. Kasi meron pong binabayaran ang lahat ng foreign employers
Yes.
na kumukuha po na tagahire ng OFWs natin ng FEG. No? Ito pong pondo na ito ay hindi po natin nagagamit. Ang pondo po na ito ay dapat gamitin para po sa mga welfare
Tama.
assistance ng ating mga OFW. Kami po ay sumulat upang liwanagin kung pwede natin gamitin yung pondo na ito para pagkuha na rin ng insurance coverage. At sinang-ayunan po naman ng DOJ yung ating kagustuhan. Kaya ang magandang balita po, sa mga susunod na araw, kapag po may guidelines na, yung pong G2G natin will be covered by the same insurance coverage na binibigay po natin sa agency.
Oh, that's very nice. Ako, at least may good news naman tayo mula kay Yusek Bernard. Meron pa isa, Yusek. Pwede yung clarification lamang kasi ang PhilHealth po, the other day, we were able to talk during the budget deliberation sa Kongreso po. They were saying na ang ating mga kababayan, ang ating mga OFWs na nasa abroad, kung mangyayari, may nagkaroon ng disgrasya, aksidente, kailangan ma-hospital, kailangan magpagamot, ay covered din daw po sila ng PhilHealth. But they have to pay muna po sa abroad yung kanilang expenses, yung familia po nila dito sa Pilipinas, doon po pwedeng i-reimburse ang bayad or ang payment sa kanilang hospitalization, sickness, whatever. Ito po ba ay kakaiba or different, separate and distinct from what we are talking about? Yusek Bernard?
Yung pong PhilHealth ay additional social protection din po po, no? Yung pong mandatory insurance coverage na sa batas na po ng Republic Act 122 ay separated po.
Ayun,
Mandatory po yun at compulsory, no?
Ayan.
Ibig sabihin po, kapag may nangyari sa ating OFW, dapat may insurance po sila, no?
Ayan.
Isinusulong din po natin to sa ibang mga OFWs natin tulad ng G2G nga at siyempre kasama na rin dapat dito yung BM o yung balik manggagawa po natin.
Naku, nandito na tayo before I jump.
Dapat lang naman kasi napakahirap. Tapos yung OFW was already member of PhilHealth. At pero paano nga ba ang proseso nito? Alamin natin sa mga susunod na video natin kung paano ang proseso ng reclaim, no? Pag-claim dito sa nagastos ni worker. Kasi kadalasan wala tayong mga insurance dito sa abroad, di ba? Kung meron man, napakababa lang ng porsyento na pwede nating makuha diyan sa insurance natin. So maganda yan, at kung sakali man yung OFW nagkasakit sa abroad, no, ay meron siya magagamit sa pagpapagamot. Pag-usapan natin itong compulsory coverage na nabanggit po kanina ni Yusek Olalia. Pakita natin. Ito po yung kopya ng compulsory. Ito po ay galing mismo sa DMW website. Ano? Dito po kasi, as mentioned by the Yusek Olalia, ay hindi po cover dito yung ating mga government to government deployed workers. So mga covered po dito, for example, ito what is the hanapin natin yung yan. Bago tayo pumunta dun sa mismong pwedeng makuha ng isang OFW na nagkaroon ng aksidente or umuwi, baldado, namatay, wag naman sana, no? Ay tingnan muna natin. Ito pong what is the agency HARD? Ito po yung compulsory o AHOCI, the agency HARD. Tayo yun, kadalasan tayo yun, no? OFW compulsory insurance, all the compulsory insurance coverage for agency hard migrant workers is an insurance mechanism made available by law to provide insurance protection for the OFW. And what is who are the covered? Sabi dito, the agency hired compulsory insurance is a mandatory for an agency hired OFW. It is not mandatory for direct hire, name hired, or rehired OFW. If interested, they can also avail these insurances. So kung halimbawa po, tapos na yung inyong first contract, nag-renew ka with your current employer, meaning to say you are already leaving your agency back to Philippines, so hindi na kayo sasakupin nito. Itong mandatory compulsory insurance coverage nito kasi as mentioned here, rehired OFW. Okay? And what are the benefits and coverage of this? Sabi dito, benefits ng isang agency hired OFW compulsory insurance are as follows. For example, death benefits, aksidente, makatatanggap ka ng $15,000 US. Natural death, $10,000 US. Permanent total disablement and benefit ay aabot ng $7,500 US. Sino magbibigay nito sa inyo? Ang agency. Pero if I'm not mistaken, you should be cover ng agency contract pa, kasi kung hindi na kayo cover neto at you already transfer or renew with your company, ay hindi na po kayo sasakupin neto. Repatriation cost benefit, yung benefit, yung actual cost ng repatriation nun. Halimbawa, aabutin man yan ng ₱100,000, yun ang ibibigay dapat sa'yo. Subsistence allowance benefit, ito naman po yung US dollar per month for maximum 6 months naman. And money claims, 3 months for every year, and of employment, employment contract with a maximum $1,000 US per month. Compassionate visit benefit, actual cost po. Medical evacuation, yung actual cost. Medical repatriation. What is the accidental? Isa-isahin po natin yan. What is the accidental death benefits? Ito po ay isang insurance na mga OFW ng agency hired OFW insurance na namatay sa isang aksidente. Tumataginting na $15,000 US ay mababayaran for his or her listed beneficiary. If there are more than listed beneficiary, the payment will be divided equally among them. For example po, of deaths due to accidents are car accidents and work-related accidents in the factory or in the construction site. Kung halimbawa, pag-alagala ka, na aksidente ka, nako, hindi po sakop yan. Dapat po ang inyong death ay issue, okay? Concern is akma o galing mismo o during your employment or working hour. For example, umuwi si kabayan sakay ng kanilang sasakyan na aksidente, namatay. Ito po yun, okay? Pero halimbawa, gala-gala ka, kasama mo jowa mong Pakistani, sorry. Ay nako, hindi kayo cover neto kasi lalabas naman sa investigation. At alam niyo naman, we're talking about the huge money. Hindi papayag ang agency nyo na basta-basta magbigay yan kung ganyan ang kaso ninyo. Ano naman yung mga natural death benefit? Tumataginting lang naman na $10,000 US will be paid for his listed beneficiary. If there are more than listed beneficiary, madidivide din yan equally among them. So ano yung mga normal na nangyayaring natural accident po? Halimbawa, binangungot, yan, di ba? May sakit, nako, ayan ang mga heart attack, natural death cases po yan. Suicide ay covered ba ng agency hired compulsory insurance? Halimbawa, nag-suicide itong si worker, depressed sa kanyang katrabaho, sa amo, sa jowa, sa asawa, sa pamilya. Sabi dito, yes, covered starts at the enforcement of the insurance coverage. The usual 2-year contestability period in the insurance contract is not applicable for the agency hired compulsory insurance. What is the total disablement o disablement benefit? Ito yung mga permanenteng na damage po, yung mata, for example. Permanenteng na damage ang kamay, hindi na pwede, naparilis siya, hindi na siya pwedeng magtrabaho gamit ang kamay. Permanenteng sa paa, paralisado rin o naputulan, yan din yon. Pwede ho siya makatanggap ng $7,500 US. And permanent damage to the head, yan yung comatose, insanity, and etc. Meron din. The permanent disablement should be due to an accident or any health-related case, cause or sickness suffered during the insured employment. If an insured OFW lost a limb, o yung isang limb ninyo, arm or foot, or an eye, nabulag, is there any partial payment for disability? Sabi dito, wala. The agency hired OFW compulsory only covers permanent and total damage to both arms, feet, and eyes. So kung kayo po ay nawalan ng mata at kukuha ka ng compulsory nito, dapat bulagin mo na rin yung isa dyan. Naka, hindi pala pwede yan! Ay nako, huwag niyong gagawin yan mga kababayan. Erase, erase, erase. Ipanalangin natin na tayo po ay malusog kahit di mo na makuha itong perang ito ba. And during the repatriation naman, benefit in case na ang isang insured OFW ay terminated by his or her employer without any valid cause. The employee resigned with a valid cause. The actual cost of transportation, airfare only is covered by the agency hired compulsory agency. Ito yung sinasabi natin na kapag hindi ka pauwiin, inabuso ka ng amo mo. Sino sasagot ng pamasahe mo? Either yung agency abroad or agency mo sa Pilipinas. Ito yung tinutukoy dyan. Okay? Dapat alam ninyo ito, no? The proceeds of this benefit go directly to the agency to reimburse the cost of one-way plane ticket back to the Philippines. The repatriation cost benefit also covered the cost of personal belongings of the insured OFW in case of death. So, halimbawa, namatay, pagpapauwi sa gamit ng tao, ng worker, yung deceased worker, ay sagutin din under this compulsory insurance coverage. In case of an insured OFW death, the insurance company shall render assistance in the transport of the remains and belongings through the use of their service providers, American Assist or SOS. And what are the reason or valid reason for claiming the repatriation cost benefit? Ayon dito, illegal termination by the insured OFW employer, termination of work contract without a valid reason. Non-payment salary, isa rin pala ito. Maltreatment, overwork, poor living condition, example, running water in living quarter or no proper beds, etc. Oh, may surot, yan. Poor working condition, non-payment of agreed bonus, no break time during work hours, etc. And syempre, yung medical reason. Homesickness, loneliness, katamaran, personal problems, criminal offense on violation of employer rules are not valid reason and are not covered by the repatriation cost. Yung mga sinasabi ninyo na what is the subsistence allowance benefit? Kung ang isang insured ay nag-file ng kaso against his or her employer, the Philippine, yung Polo, the OFW is entitled to subsistence allowance about $100 per month for a maximum of 6 months will be given to the OFW to defray his or her living expenses po. What is the money claims naman? Money claims is a benefit or is a settlement money or adjudged amount for the remaining months or years of employment contract from case filed by an OFW against his recruitment agency with the National Labor Relations Commission o yung tinatawag nating NLRC. Should the NLRC renders judgment in favor of the OFW, the recruitment or manning agency will settle the money. Within 30 days po yan, the recruitment or manning agency must give the settlement amount to the OFW. And what is the compassionate visit? Ito yung halimbawa nagkaroon ka ng sakit tas bibisitahin ka ng pamilya mo abroad. When an insured OFW is hospitalized and confined or to be confined for at least 7 consecutive days, he or she shall be entitled to a compassionate visit to one family member or a requested individual po. Ang insurance company shall cover the actual cost of transportation. Two-way po yan. Yung kamag-anak mo from Philippines, pwede po silang bumisita. So, kailangan nyong magsabi sa Polo when it comes sa ganyan. Or yung family members, pumunta ng DMW and they will help you out about the concerned issue. So, siyempre, there will be a coordination naman dyan at aalamin kung naka-confine ba talaga yan. The family member or the requested individual shall secure the required visa and the other travel documents on his or her own, pero tutulungan naman yan ng OWA. Don't you worry po. And etc. Marami pa tayong pwedeng pag-usapan sa mga compulsory insurance coverage nito, and we will be tackle this one in the next videos natin. Maraming salamat sa inyong lahat sa inyong panonood. I hope mapa-share nyo ito sa inyong mga kababayan na may mga problemang kinaharap abroad. At malay mo, makatulong tayo. Ikaw, makatulong ka by means of sharing this video to them. Maraming salamat po sa inyong lahat.